Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. The province may be cheaper, but it's certainly a lot more dangerous. Let's talk about that because as foreigners, we're infatuated with the province, either because we've heard about they have better women, but mainly because it's cheaper. The cost of living is cheaper there. And I wanted to take y'all to the province. This is on my way from San Carlos City to Dumaguete. This is actual footage, but some of this footage is from Pixabay. I just want to tell you, I borrowed some footage just to make my point. I didn't want to just talk about something. I wanted y'all to actually see what I was talking about. But I got this idea. There's a guy on my live stream, he keeps talking about the province. Most foreigners don't go there. They stay in the city, blah, blah, blah. He's an expert on the province. But what he doesn't tell you is the dangers associated with living in these rural areas. Because first of all, what is the province? We overuse that word. We don't even know what it means for real. The whole island of Cebu is the Cebu province. But just to keep it simple, we're going to talk about the rural areas, whether it's the mountain province, the ocean province, the province. But I got this idea because I picked up the paper today, and down in Palawan, in the province, a woman, 60-year-old woman, was washing her clothes down by the river and was snatched and eaten by a crocodile. Now, you never hear about this, but if you read, you'll know that there's several crocodile deaths in the Philippines every year. And this is one danger of living in the province. Because 2 weeks prior to that, an 18-year-old walking in shallow water in that same province was snatched up, never seen again by a crocodile. This is a clear and present danger in some provinces, because remember, you don't know what province you're going to if you decide you want to live there because it's cheaper. I just want to give you the 360 and let you know, yeah, it's cheaper, but it sure is a lot more dangerous too. But not only crocodiles that you may run into, but what about snakes? Yeah, there's dangerous snakes here in the Philippines. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just trying to give you a real picture. The province isn't just what we call the country in America. It's a lot more remote than that. But in the Philippines, according to Science Direct, this is where I got this information, there's about 13,000 snake bites every year. About 500 deaths. So 500 people lose their lives from snake bites here in the Philippines. Some of the most dangerous snakes on the planet are located here. As a matter of fact, I've never seen a snake in the city. I've never even seen a snake, but I did see a snake skin the very first time I went to the mountain province of my son's mother. But yeah, you put your life in jeopardy when you go into these rural areas, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, every province isn't the same. And most of us don't go to the province because we don't know how to get there. Some of them are so remote and so out of the way that you would need the man or woman that you're coming here to see to take you there. That's why most people don't go to the province. If you're new to the Philippines and you're talking about settling here, do not settle in the province initially. You need to settle in one of the expat alleys, get your feet wet on the Philippines, the people, the culture, and all of that before you go trying to live in the province, man, because the province is no joke. Okay, so yeah, there's crocodiles, the snakes, but really the biggest threat in all the Philippines is mosquitoes and the dengue. And we'll just keep it close here because right now in 2023, there was 270,000 dengue cases in the Philippines. And check this out. That's almost 4 times the amount of the last El Nino, which was in 2017. About over the last 12 years, they've averaged about 1,500 deaths from dengue. Now, infants and old people, or older people, are the ones who are most at risk from dengue. Okay? And so I'm talking to y'all because we're the older people. I don't have any problems with mosquitoes here in St. Carlos City. Because St. Carlos City is a second-class city, and I don't live close to the water. But when you live in these remote provinces where there's a lot of standing water, lakes, rivers, and of course oceans, you're going to run into a lot of mosquitoes. And this is where you put yourself in harm's way. Oh, if you're going to be in one of these provinces for any period of time, make sure you have mosquito repellent, mosquito nets, because it's a grave danger, guys. Okay, listen up, ladies and gentlemen. But another reason why I would tell you not to move into one of these remote provinces is because if someone wants to hurt you, they're going to be able to hurt you. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb. You're going to be the only foreigner for miles around, okay? If they want to get you, they can get you. You're going to be a sitting duck, basically. Way out there, away from everything, okay? I just want to have this discussion today because we overuse that word province. Another thing that's going to kick your ass, because I'm talking to grown people, is the isolation, the loneliness. You'll be lucky if there's another foreigner out there that you can argue with. But as an American, as a Westerner, as a foreigner who doesn't understand Bisaya, who doesn't understand Ilongo, Tagalog, Chavacano, and all the other languages here, I tell you what, it gets lonely, man. It gets quiet. It gets boring. And you literally want to pull your hair out. Let's think long about this province. It sounds romantic. Oh, the best women come from there. I want a province woman. Oh, it's so cheap there. I can buy a house and a lot for just a fraction of what it's going to cost in the city. And we romanticize it. But we don't have no idea of the dangers that's lurking in these provinces. I'm not labeling them all. I'm just telling you some of the dangers. Did I talk about the rebels? Yeah, a lot of them are in these provinces. The mountain provinces, they're hiding out, places where it's so remote. And they can do their little clandestine operations and everything. You're right in the sights of these bad guys. The NPA, the Abu Sayyaf. They're all up in those mountains and stuff. They're all up in these provinces. They're in the open, okay? Don't get me wrong, they're in the open, but they're like, what do they call it? You're hiding in plain sight. But when you go out in the province, they're not hiding, okay? And they're ready to burn down your whole retirement. Okay, just to set fire to your vacation or your retirement. So guys, I don't want to scare you, but I want to talk some sense into you. Stay out of them provinces unless you got a guide, which is going to be the woman or the man that you come to see. Don't be wandering off like you see these adventurers, these Christopher Columbus types. They own these motorcycles. They're going all over the Philippines like they own the place. You better know what you're doing. You going up in these provinces, man. It could cost you your life. A lot of them are a whole lot more primitive and remote than what anybody's going to tell you on these videos. Remember, we romanticize everything, and I don't know why we do it. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I just want to bring some common sense into the conversation. The guy says, oh, foreigners don't ever go to the province. This is where all the beautiful women are. This is where the cost of living so low and blah, blah, blah. He's an expert, guys. Okay, and some of these provinces are very beautiful. They're very peaceful. You're not going to have any problems. But guess what? You do need some experience. Did I tell you there's no hospitals? They may have a little regional hospital or clinic somewhere. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying. You know, pump the brakes when you're talking about moving to the province. So if you're in America, it's late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. There's no excuse why you shouldn't be helping anybody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and I'll see you next time. And don't do anything stupid. Like get off the plane from America, England, France, and move straight to the province. Do your research, do your due diligence. Because the province is no joke. It may be cheaper, but it's certainly a lot more dangerous.